Welcome to the Impactful Engineer Project. I'm Steve Maxey, and with my co-host and brother Jake, we are here to bring you guidance, fresh ideas, and the tools to help you become an impactful engineer.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Impactful Engineer, where we talk about your engineering career and how to grow it. Usually we have Steve and I on here bringing up a topic, discussing the pros and cons, discussing the strategy around it, and hopefully giving you guys something you can take away. Sometimes we have guests on here that have a certain expertise or a message that's really helpful for the audience, and sometimes it's just me, which is going to be the style of today's episode. And this episode I wanted to do because I've been talking with aspiring engineers lately. It's been on my mind. I'm just about to start the new season of ACE Mentorship, which, if you don't know what the ACE program is, it's a nonprofit. It provides high school students with the chance to learn from industry professionals that have been around for a long time, do a project from start to finish, working with those mentors in the architecture, construction, and engineering space. It's a big deal to get exposed to what the ACE industry, AEC industry has to offer through the ACE program before you even decide, what major you're gonna choose in college. To me, if I knew of the ACE program when I was in high school, I would have jumped all over it. But anyway, I wanted to give some advice today to those that are either choosing their major or have just started in college or working their way through college and they're going to be in the workforce soon. There's some things that you can do that will give you a big leg up in the industry as a new career engineer. Some of the stuff might even be, applicable to what you're doing now, even if you already have an engineering job in the AEC industry, or I guess really anywhere. So it's not specifically, it's specifically for early career engineers, but I guess some seasoned engineers could learn a thing or two as well if you stick around and listen. And maybe you can pass it on to interns or co-ops or new green engineers that are on the team, because it'll be helpful for them too. So helpful for everyone all around. And if I'm breathing a little weird, it's because I'm getting my exercise done while I do this, because I just am that squeezed today for time. All right, so let's get started. So what I just wanted to share real briefly is a couple of things that you can do right away to impress your new company that you're getting into, or help you out in your college career as well. And that's the ability to track effectively what it is that you're working on, what it is that you're expected to deliver, when it's supposed to be delivered, what resources you need to get it done, what are the expectations of you and of the deliverable. All of this stuff sounds pretty simple. It's what we all probably do every day, whether that be schoolwork or extracurricular activities or planning the next thing, or, we deploy these tactics and strategies every day to kind of run our lives. But it seems like when we get into work that we kind of forget about it. So this is kind of a reminder. So one of the things that you can do is to just keep a list. So you're purposely creating an, insert your favorite program here, list. I use Excel, that defines specifically for work what assignments you have, who gave you the assignments, when they were given to you, when they're due, right? What the action items are supposed to be, what the deliverable is supposed to look like. Are there checkups? Are there dependencies? Is there someone that you must contact to get the info from? All these kinds of things. And while that sounds really simple, most people don't do it when they start. So you'll get 2 weeks in you're new on the job, you're learning, right? But you have a supervisor. And so they're going to check up with you. All right, well, what's on your plate? What can I add to your plate? What are you working, when are things due? Who's asked you for work? Or who have you asked for work? And what are you doing for them? Your supervisor is going to want to know and be able to gauge with a 5-minute conversation how much work you're going to have for the next week and what's due. That is, if your supervisor doesn't just leave you and throw you to the wolves, they're going to care. So if you come out of the gate right away with a system in place to track all these things and be able to give a 5-minute status update for your new supervisor, they're going to be very impressed by that. Because most of the time, you come in, you're kind of lost and drinking from the fire hose because it's new and you're learning as you go. But most of the time, the supervisor goes, okay, this is a problem. I need more information in a timely manner about what we're doing. Let me teach you how to do it. Let's tackle this obstacle, Let's learn how to do this effectively. Here's how I do it. Here's what I'd like to see. All that stuff. If you come in right out of the gate with a system and then you marry the expectations of your supervisor with the system you already have, they're going to be super impressed by that. Plus, you're going to be able to organize your work life much better, be able to take on additional things, not miss assignments. You're just going to be very much more prepared to jump right in when you start. And people are going to notice that. So what would you rather have? Coming in and having them notice that you're disorganized and that, okay, we got to teach this person how to organize their work tasks and maintain their ability to hit deadlines and ask for the right information at the right time. Or when you come in and they go, oh, we get to skip that part. They're already very good at it. What else are they going to be good at? Man, they learn quick. Man, this guy is actually, or this girl is actually ready to go right out of the gate. This is cool. It'll give you a leg up. I mean, I'm assuming that that's why you're listening to the podcast as well, is that you're a quote unquote high achiever or just looking to up your game. So that's one of the things that you can do, definitely, to up your game. And here's another thing that you can do. I'll just give you one more. Short episode today. When you show up to your first job, we're going to stick with the first job example here. I like it. You're going to have a lot thrown at you, right? There's going to be many things you're going to be learning, not only about the job, the technical job, the engineering work, but how to integrate training around standard operating procedures of the company, HR-related stuff, integrating yourself into the team, attending those meetings that are recurring, a whole bunch of stuff that has really nothing to do with your technical ability to be an engineer. But also, you'll be spending time on just that, becoming a good engineer, doing what the company needs you to do, engineering-wise. The point is, all this stuff is coming at you quick, and you need a way to show other people in the company what you can do. Because people will be much more comfortable giving you assignments, training you on things, investing their time in you to train you up, if they know what you can do and that you're excited about doing it. So, what's one way that you can show them what you can do? So what I always recommend for people just starting out is to come in and keep a tally of the things that you know how to do and then be able to communicate that to those that have the assignments that they can give you within your realm of what you know how to do. And the speed at which you can let people know about what you can do can be accelerated when you be proactive. So for example, you can build a mini working resume. You've got your resume that you use to apply for the job. This is not that. This would be the company-specific resume that you could take with you and update people weekly, monthly, whatever cadence you think is appropriate, with what you've been able to do, what assignments you've completed, and the tasks that you are now up to speed on, and keep them aware of what you can do. So just build yourself a working resume for your company. Jake's skills, right? I just learned how to circuit panel boards. That would be a great skill. We have to circuit panel boards all the time. There's many people in the company that need that to be done, right? And so you can send that out and say, look, I know how to circuit panel boards now. And in fact, I know how to do it in Revit and in AutoCAD. I know how to size the wires. I know how to size the breakers. This is what I've learned. Cool. So then they know. And so when it's, other people know, so that it's when it's fresh in their mind and they're going, okay, here we go. We got another 14 panel boards to schedule here. They can go, oh yeah, Jake just sent me his resume. He says he knows how to do it now. Let me delegate that to him. And in fact, he's gone into a little bit of detail saying what he really knows well and what he's still learning, so that I know what I'm getting myself into here, right? Because some people are going to have time to delegate. Some people might have time to delegate plus train. Some people may not have time to train you at all, so they need to shove it off and not delegate so well and just say, here's the project and I need these boards circuited. Are you able to handle a delegation like that? That would be written in your resume, right? And remember, this is above and beyond typical. But I've found that I've been getting really good feedback on co-ops preparing a resume of the things they know and providing updates when they've achieved a certain level of competence in each one. And it brings more and more work and keeps them busier and busier with less involvement from me, which is great. Spreading out the delegation workload is a great thing to have across all supervisors, because then you can keep work going. You're providing a benefit to many people in the company. I don't have to handhold. I don't have to sit here and think about every assignment that this person's going to work on and then immediately get a bazillion questions back and just be spending 50% of my time working with this one person. It's not viable for me. So I've created this system out of a need because I've identified that I can't spend this much time with someone one-on-one. And so, but in creating this resume, you can actually spread out that responsibility, and it gets you more face time with other people in the company, which will allow you to grow even quicker. So to recap, have a robust system, a way of tracking your assignments, and have a good system for tracking what you've learned and what you know and what level of mastery you've achieved. That way you can let everybody else in the company know, and in turn get more work that is tailored towards what you know and make others more comfortable to give you that work. Because I can promise you, a lot of people skip over giving you the new people work because they're afraid of what's going to need to be required of them and the level of effort they're going to have to spend to get it done, when they can just do it themselves or have somebody that knows how to do it. And those are opportunities that are passing you right by that otherwise you could go grab. And so that's just one way to make it easier for you to get exposure, learn quickly, and rise through the ranks fast.